Are you or a friend an Enneagram Type 9? Are you curious about the wings of this type? Hi, my name's Evan from EnneagramGift.com, where we help curate the best and most helpful Enneagram content and resources to help you thrive. And in this video, we're going to talk about the differences between the Enneagram 9-Wing 1 and the 9-Wing 8. First, let's talk about what does 9-Wing 8 and 9-Wing 1 even mean. The wings of your Enneagram type are the numbers that are directly adjacent to your dominant type. This means for the type 9 that the 8 and 1 are directly beside this number. These are the only two wing possibilities for the Enneagram 9. And therefore, this means that you may strongly connect to each of these wings, or you may find that you only closely associate with one of them. As an Enneagram 9-Wing 8, this means that you will experience a strong influence from the type 8's characteristics and vice versa for the type 1. Let's start out by talking about the Enneagram 9-Wing 8. On average, Enneagram 9-Wing 8s are more self-acting, aggressive, and even stubborn in their thought and behavior. And although type 9s are the peacemaker, the 8-Wing can also make them a bit more impatient. 9s are typically known to mediate conflict and to even be agreeable with others, even if they don't feel that way inside, in order to avoid conflict. However, with the influence from the 8-Wing, a 9 can become more confrontational and even aggressive in their stubbornness. Let's also talk about some of the traits of a 9-Wing 8. Enneagram type 8, 9s, and 1s are part of the gut triad and are motivated by their instincts when making decisions. And when lacking self-control can often lead them to lashing out in anger. A 9 with the 8-Wing is sometimes referred to as the advisor and can be more direct and don't mind giving advice to others to help them, especially within the workplace. One of the strengths of a 9-Wing 8 is that they can work diligently, even in new or unfamiliar spaces, because they can be quick at making adjustments. They can also be good at getting their self or a team to implement new ideas. Because of the 8-Wing, they can also be very encouraging to others, especially to those who may be considered the underdog or who don't receive enough praise for their work. Some of the weaknesses to be aware of as an Enneagram 9 with an 8-Wing is that they will often prefer to avoid their emotions in order to stay productive and on task. This type can also be very complex because the 9 seeks peace and the 8 can also be very aggressive. Now let's talk about the Enneagram 9-Wing 1. Typically, an Enneagram 9-Wing 1 is more introverted and steadfast in their thought and behavior. And through the influence of the 1, the 9 can often put forth effort in order to help improve the lives of those around them. And while 9s are known for keeping the peace and 1s are known for having high morals, with influence from the 1-Wing, the 9 can feel drawn to negotiate for morality's sake. Some of the traits of a 9-Wing 1 is that they will feel inclined to bring order and routine in order to avoid negative emotions. Type 9s are generally more silent about their opinions. However, with the strong influence from a 1, you may feel more inclined to speak up and to share your thoughts and ideas about things that you think should be different or that you disagree with. One of the strengths of a 9-Wing 1 is that you can often become good at helping others grow and helping them to become better people by offering guidance and direction. The influence from this wing can also help you to be motivated to get things done rather than putting things off by procrastinating. One of the weaknesses to be aware of is that you may find it easy to put yourself down or to overthink a decision because you believe there's possibly some way that you can improve or make it better first. These two characteristics can often isolate you or create distance, especially if it comes to avoiding conflict. Now let's directly talk about the subtleties and nuances between the 9-Wing 8 and the 9-Wing 1 together. As a 9-Wing 1, you will often be very responsible and respectful to your higher ups. However, as a type 9 with a strong 8-Wing, you may feel more inclined to, if you will, rebel against authority, to be in charge, or to follow your own ideas. 9s with a strong 1-Wing are typically more reserved in expressing their thoughts in social settings, while 9s with an 8-Wing can be blunt about their ideas. Because 9s desire peace, the strong influence from the 1-Wing can often lead them to seeking to create unity by joining opposing sides. However, those with a strong 8-Wing will seek to fulfill this desire by helping others to find their own success and fulfillment. Additionally, a 9-wing 1 can be overly critical of themselves and struggle with conflict. And the 9-wing 8 can often minimize their own needs and feel a strong tension between being passive and desiring to assert oneself. The wings of each type have distinguished and unique characteristics and traits that can help you recognize which is your dominant wing. However, some people like myself can strongly relate to both wings. And the key is understanding the attributes and characteristics and motivations of each of the wings that you possess for your type, and then understanding how those are influencing you day to day throughout your life. You can understand more about the wings of your type by digging into the motivations of each one, and then see if you can determine which wing you relate to the strongest or seems to show up the most in your life. Let me know in the comments which wing you seem to relate to the most and why. I would be curious to know. And if you're still unsure of your type, be sure to grab the free guide in the description for 4 free ways to help you figure out your Enneagram type even without taking a test. Hey, this is Evan from EnneagramGift.com. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.